Alright, so just to get this out of the way, this is really opinion based for the most part. It's just how I feel about the current state of PUBG in comparison to Fortnite at the moment. So this could change like anything else can. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna get so destroyed for this video. Battle Royale, or as I like to call it, the ultimate free-for-all, has been around for a couple years and appeared to be created from the amazing fascination from seeing who can come out on top. I wasn't really into these games until stumbling upon H1Z1 from one of the streams I was watching, and now Fortnite as of late. If you or anyone who has watched the stream on Twitch TV recently, you know that Battle Royale games are now the most popular streamed games at the moment, next to MOBAs, just like they were a couple years ago. Battle Royale has almost reached genre levels of success and innovation for video games. For anyone watching this that simply doesn't understand or know what I'm talking about, I'll explain. Battle Royale games all have a core principle in mind. This idea that only one can win. Throw a bunch of players into a vast, ever-shrinking world with plenty of key locations, landmarks, and randomized drops and loot, and you got yourself a Battle Royale game mode. Different games have different mechanics, ranging from crafting to building, and some may have weapon durability, different armors or helmets, the list goes on. And the games that spawn from these ideas, just to name a few, are DayZ, H1Z1, PUBG, Fortnite, as well as the potential many other ridiculous mobile clones that are soon to follow. Well, why do you like Fortnite so much? I'm getting there. Just hold your jelly. PUBG, or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, was created by Brendan Green, aka PlayerUnknown, and published by Bluehole. Brendan was inspired by the Japanese film Battle Royale and the mods he worked on from Arma 2, which is aka DayZ, and Fortnite is a survival game that recently implemented the Battle Royale game mode aptly named Fortnite Battle Royale. It was created by Epic Games, I assume to capitalize on the growing market of these types of games, but adding a fresh mechanic, aka the building. Well, why do you hate PUBG so much? I don't hate PUBG, it just feels off. What I mean by that is, just take a look at the Steam page. For a game to be loved and welcomed by many, for it to be mixed, it draws slightly a red flag for me, personally anyway. The game runs terribly for enough people to cause countless posts and reviews about it being unoptimized and laggy. Users with new Intel Core i7s and brand new 1080 graphics cards are having trouble with the game, and most streamers with these insanely built machines have to put their game on lowest settings just to get a decent experience, to hopefully not lose the game drastically in front of Twitch chat. Keep in mind, this game is running worse than DayZ, which was a mod of Arma 2, not just a full standalone game, and H1Z1, which was a standalone game, which had its own previous success as well. I would say the downside stopped there, but they extend to the devs as well. Even in this quote, going as far as to say that they are concerned that Fortnite may be replicating the experience for which PUBG is known. Anyway, Brandon Green was also quoted in a Q&A stating that other companies will of course enter the marketplace, but I would hope they put their own spin on the game mode and not just a carbon copy. I'm not really going to get into that. The devs also said that on the Xbox One X the game is going to run at like 4K 60, or at least I remember them saying it was 60 FPS. And now they're coming out to say that it will run 30 FPS on both the Xbox One S and the One X. And that kind of just draws another red flag for me, because they definitely said 60, and that's double. That's not just like a slight performance dip. It's pretty much half of the performance for not really much of a gain, it seems like. I'm gonna lay off of PUBG for a little bit and speak on Fortnite. Fortnite has this cartoonish charm and personality to it. Guns can be different variations of rarity, making loot that much more exciting to come across or rewarding when you eliminate a player carrying said loot. The game does not try in the slightest to be realistic, which opens up doors for some exciting gameplay mechanics down the road as far as items, weapons, maps, and more. I think style and creative direction get overlooked in most reviews, but it shows in other games. Even like something like Dota 2. Dota 2 has a large player base, but League of Legends, on the other hand, has an even bigger monthly user count. According to Steam charts, Dota 2 is averaging around 500 to 600k players and peaking at 1.2 mil, whereas League of Legends has an active monthly user base of 100 million. This could be a factor of many things. That doesn't necessarily mean it's just because of design or characters or something like that. I couldn't really get into the likes of heroes like Axe, Doom, Monkey King, Silencer, or any of the other heroes. Even though they may have played nice, they felt really generic. League of Legends has characters with unique names, backstories, and interactions with a few characters, as well as a huge fictional universe that they are taking part of, making the game experience that much more interesting. With PUBG, in comparison to Fortnite, PUBG just looks kind of generic to me. Does Fortnite have problems? Yes, of course. No game is without its problems. The Battle Royale portion of Fortnite is released free to play with microtransactions that do not affect the gameplay at all. Thank the 9. This isn't saying that you can't play or you shouldn't play PUBG. I might even get it just to play with my friends on Xbox One on the 12th. My problem is looking ahead in the future. Do I see PUBG finally getting optimized and working properly anytime soon? No, but they sure can port a game to a console that's technically unfinished and get away with it. I'm sure both devs will update their game, but which will be more fun? I would say leave a comment below as to why you like PUBG or Fortnite, but just remember, play what you like. Don't let some guy on the internet, aka me, run your life. I'm not the end-all be-all of anything. I just like creating the discussion. If no one talks about anything, nothing changes. I would rather there be this more positive interaction rather than just coming out and saying PUBG is terrible or Fortnite is terrible, or just, fanboying over one over the other. I do see the benefits of one versus the other. Anyway, happy gaming, everyone. These days are